Subject of today's session are widgets for a real estate broker's website. We're on ICIWorld.com. We've clicked on for members, and we've gone down to widgets for a real estate broker's sales site. You'll see that you can install these real estate widgets on your website. You simply need an email from ICI World. Once you're a member, we send the email to you. You can forward that to your website designer, and you can get all these widgets installed on your website. So let's start off with some sample websites, and we're going to jump to this one here. Look for widgets on websites created by other good website companies here, and you'll get to see samples. And of course, the widgets are also installed on all the websites that are supplied by ICI World. When we come to this page, you'll notice that there's several designs here from different companies. We'll start with Real Web Solutions. Click on the Remax button, and right off the bat, you'll see that there's commercial properties here on this website. If you click on, let's say, the commercial ones, we have residential and commercial, you'll see that underneath this page, right away comes up a page that says, we subscribe to a global real estate broker center of haves and wants. When any of the following interest you, or you wish to place your haves and wants for internet worldwide exposure, please feel free to give me a call. And it's really good to have your telephone number just above here too, so that in case somebody wants to call you, there's your telephone numbers right here. And then that way, if they start by clicking on this button here, you'll see that when the listings come up, your telephone number is here. And you'll notice that in this particular case, people are going to try to click on these numbers, but they cannot click on them, and that means they have to call you. If your telephone number is right there, it makes it real easy for them to call you. The email address is right there. They can click on it, and they can call you. This is one of the buttons called Ontario Commercial. Everyone should have it, because if you're a residential agent and somebody happens to click on, let's say, apartment buildings, a duplex, a triplex, or right up to $100 million here, you can see that right away they're all sorted by price, and people can go right down to a different price range right off the bat, and then they can find something that interests them. And if it does, bingo, they're going to try to click on one of these buttons here. And when they try to click on these buttons here, the number, they cannot click on it. Again, if your email address is here and your phone numbers are there, they have to give you a call. So it becomes basically inevitable that sooner or later somebody will see something on your website and trigger a call. If for any reason you are not getting calls, it's probably because you have no traffic going to your website. Now, because every broker in the world is listed in either in a province or a state, at least in North America, we have different widgets for different states and provinces. In this particular case in Ontario, I have all the cities in Ontario on this particular widget, so that if somebody happens to be interested in, let's say, a property in Mississauga, people will click on it, and then they'll see all of these different widgets in Mississauga coming up, which will also demonstrate how well connected you are into the buyers in the marketplace, because there's lots of buyers. Okay, so, and then, if somebody's interested in gas stations, hotels, motels, even power of sales, bingo, people can click on power of sales, and right away up comes different power of sales. And, oh, I see, there's a little power of sale, for instance, Mississauga, and up it comes, bingo, they will try to click on it, and away they go. Give you a call, you can make some money, set an appointment to go show the property, and go from there. Some of the other widgets that we have is World Commercial, and then business opportunities are right here, for instance, almost any kind of business. And when you're talking to people, make sure you point out that you've got all kinds of businesses on your website. If you're talking to a restaurant owner, you can click on restaurants, and you'll see that restaurants will come up on the page. And if somebody's interested in a restaurant, there they are on the page. There's about 200 restaurants that are available, and all different kinds of properties, hotels, motels, gas stations, all these kinds of properties are available on your website. You'll see them. Again, people cannot click on any of these. They have to give you a call for more information. Just to give you a rough idea of how they're also appearing on other brokers, on other different website design companies. We'll click on this one by Royal LePage, for instance, and you'll notice that he has a residential property button here. We'll click on that, and that he has a residential haves and wants, which are basically exclusive listings. And when listings come up here, you'll see that people can go down here and they can search properties. They can pick a city right there, same as they can do for commercial properties. If we were to also choose some other ones here, we'll just show some more examples. Keller Williams, again, there's a search under residential. You click on residential haves and wants. Bingo, up comes the properties. And in this particular case, people can just click on a city, whatever interests them right off the bat. And if it happens to be, maybe Oakville or Brampton or anything at all, click on Brampton just for sake of argument. Up comes the listings here. And if somebody tries to click on one of these listings, they cannot do it. They have to give you a call for more information. Okay, so that's how it's basically works. She's got search commercial here, which are, if you looked at the commercial buttons, the Ontario commercial, world commercial, these are, in fact, when you're on ICI World, you're actually a broker. You can handle properties basically all over the world. There are some restrictions in just North America. You must have a property. You must have a license in the state or province if you have a property for sale, unless you get permission from a broker from another area. My haves and wants, of course, these are other widgets. These are your haves and wants. When you have them on here, when you add them to ICI World, they're instantly added to your own website. And business haves and wants. We even have the for sale by owners. Is it possible for someone to call you on one of these listings? Sure, it's possible. So if somebody happens to click on, I don't care if it's maybe Huntsville or some place, all of a sudden people can find the private for sale by owner properties here, and they can actually just try to click on one of those buttons. They cannot do it. In this case, you'll be doing a referral. Somebody calls you on one of these properties, you can actually do a referral to a broker in that area, and then you say, listen, I have a lead for you. Is a 25% referral commission okay with you? And in that particular case, that could be a FSBO in that area, and you're also referring a buyer that just called. So that would be 25% of the listing and 25% of the selling in that particular case. So this for sale by owner is quite neat. And if you wanted to see, you can see that we've got listings for all of Canada, FSBOs that are coming up. And if you check the latest ones, these are the very latest ones, and they're dated as they kind of go down the page. Okay, let's move on, see what else we have here. Search residential. He has the residential haves and wants button right there that we've already displayed. And we clicked on latest properties, and you'll see that these are probably just coming in literally within the last short little while here, within a day or two or even the same day. Okay, let's see what else we have. Going to another website widget. Click on, let's go to Web Tech Design, Sutton Group Admiral. Here's another sample. You'll see that it has a listings button up here. Click on residential listings. You put, that's one of the ones that, it's the residential haves and wants button directly under. Naturally, you should have your MLS buttons, searching MLS on your own website. That's what he has first, and that's great. It's still great service, of course, and but also augmented by some of the exclusive listings in an area. And if people click on that, and if somebody happens to click on latest properties first, they'll get just these properties coming up in the whole area. Again, somebody tries to click on one of these, they cannot do it. And then we have the listings of every city that's in the area, and they're all basically posted there by price. So people can go right to their price range, pick something that they like, and bingo, give you a call. Again, if you want to have it all under the one button, you'll see that he's got for sale by owners, business haves and wants, Ontario commercial, and world commercial. It becomes absolutely inevitable to trigger leads unless you have no traffic going to your website. I'm going to just take this right back to ICI World. In a case like that, you click on webinars, and once you're a member, you'll notice that one of the most important things are how to promote your website. This happens to be a session that's connected once per month. Register for this month's session now. Click on that, and once you're a member, you can register for the session, and there's some dates upcoming. Simply register for it. It's a 90-minute session. We suggest that you promote your website with a passion, because one lead can make you a lot of money. That completes our session for Widgets, and feel free to call our office at 416-840-6227. You can actually, let me just click on Contact Us. I'll leave these numbers on the screen for just a moment for you. There's some telephone numbers for the United States. And we have widgets for every state, every province. I just wanted to demonstrate the one for demonstration purposes. And there's our numbers.